Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, so I don't want to spend too much time hanging out in close-up mode where I'm talking to the camera. I want to get straight into work. So what we're doing today is working on a leaderboard for the arcade mode. Arcade mode will be available for everyone in the next update / expansion, whatever you want to call it. Hello, No Ice. Jinx Shivers, hello. Happy to see some returning faces. Still Not says, dropping in for a sec. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, everyone. 2025. Yeah, so we're gonna be, it's kind of an expansion or an alternate version of the high score new lap records that is in the current game. It's just that every lap record is now going to have a history. So there's going to be, I was going to say, the top 10 fastest lap records. And if you make a new record, you can put in your 3 initials, to like put it at the leaderboard. Classic arcade mode stuff. So it won't be online. It'll be local. This is intended for an arcade. But like I said, we can activate arcade mode on the retail version of the game. So anyone can activate arcade mode. So this isn't just for the cabinet. This will be available for everyone. So let's jump straight in. Crusader, hello. Yang, I believe is how you pronounce that, says hello, love your animations and models. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. We're gonna go over to the main viewer. I am programming in Unreal Engine, and in past experience, the hand tracking software and Unreal Engine running at the same time, as well as the streaming stuff, might be a bit much for my computer, so you might have to turn off the hand tracking in the future, but we'll see. Oh, also let me turn on my streaming tools, stream manager, whatever it's called. Let's do that on my phone real quick. Stream manager. There we go. I just want to have this tab open. You never know what kind of rudies you get in the comments. Alright. So yeah, I'm back from my vacation. I was down in LA for 2.5 weeks. Way too long, but it was a good vacation overall, I would say. I'm gonna turn the music down. How are we doing music-wise? Jinx X Shivers, thank you so much for the 17-month streak. Holy cannoli, that's wild. So happy to have you here. Alrighty, kinks. Right, so this is what I've written so far. The existing records I can't really use because the top record that everyone's been logging this whole time doesn't have a 3-letter initial tied to it. So I kind of want to make arcade mode. Honey Zillia says Happy New Year. Thank you so much for the 8-month resub. You Alicia says music is a little loud. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit. How's that? Alicia says, do you only use blueprints or do you also know C++? I only use blueprints. Honey Zillia, hello. Right, so the arcade leaderboard is going to be saved separately to the high score. So the track record. So track records are going to be exclusive to normal mode, and the leaderboard is going to be exclusive to arcade mode. I think it's going to be the best way to handle it. So that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm writing the new leaderboard system. So what it currently does is, here's our leaderboard right here. This is a list, a map variable, which is basically just a list of data, which will be the track record time, the time that you took to complete a lap, the name of the map you complete the lap on, and the 3-letter initial. So it's just basically like a spreadsheet of those 3 variables. So every time you finish a track, it will take your fastest track time and add it to the list. And then it will sort the list And if you are not in the top 10, it will remove it from the list. But if it is in the top 10, the system will then ask you to input your three initials. Your initials, your three, oh my god, words. Oh, I haven't streamed in a while. Your three letter initials, as part of the post-race screen, and then you will be booted back to the main menu, the arcade mode menu. Oh my gosh, Paige! Hello, Paige! Paige just gifted 5 tier 1 subs to Eximi, Cyber Skullroot, Lenoir, Awuniper, and Legendary Vegan. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, Cool Ant is streaming. That's right, I'm a Cool Ant now. Everyone watch out, Cool Ant's here. That's right, when I was down in California, my youngest nephew called me Cool, so I'm officially a Cool Ant. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Right, so this is the track name, this is the time, and this is the initials. And then that's being added to a list. And then I'm sorting it. So if the list is greater than 0, run a sorting algorithm. Now, I think we should do greater than 1. Right? So, because we don't need to sort it if the list is only 1. You can't sort 1. So, does the leaderboard operate like Mario 64? I do not have enough latent knowledge of Mario 64 to give an answer to that. It's going to be similar to your standard arcade cabinet. Okie dokie. So, I was always cool. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so greater than 1. If length is equal to 1. So this function, we have leaderboard entries. This will be the leaderboard entries include every single leaderboard across all tracks. So first thing we need to do is find only the leaderboard entries for the current track, and then we need to sort it. So this up here is just finding leaderboard entries for current map, and then this is going to be sorting those entries by fastest first, right? If the number of entries is greater than 1. Now, if it's equal to 1, we don't need to sort it, because there's no sorting that needs to be done. The list is only 1 long. So, we're just going to take the leaderboard entries, and then we're going to take the sorted version of the leaderboard entries and just set it. There we go. Boom. We're done. So if it is not greater than 1 and not equal to 1, then it has to be 0 or negative, which is impossible. So if that's the case, then we're gonna do nothing, I guess. So we are going to. I can't test the sorting algorithm just yet. I guess I could. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna print the data. So. Sorting, algo, complete. So we're just going to print the data in the corner. Artsynth, hello, hello. Hello everyone, so happy to see everyone piling in. I guess we'll get entries sorted. Excuse me. Okie pokey. So this is the thing. I haven't been programming in a while, so my skills. I haven't programmed in a while, so my skills are a bit rusty. So good golly gee willikers. I don't know where to start. We need to. Okay, we're actually gonna make a simplified version of this, just so we can add things to the list. Tenkar M. Dogtron says, Happy New Year. Sending lots of loves and yags to you in chat. Happy to receive the yags and the love, I guess. The yags and the love. I'm gonna turn my fan on. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I know it's like currently winter, but like I don't know what's going on. But it just gets warm in this house. It's too well insulated, I guess. Or the heat's on too high. Okie dokie. So we're gonna make a simplified version. I think I'm trying to be too smart right now. Let's just say every time you finish a level, it will just make you register your fastest time to the list. That'll be it. We're not gonna worry about sorting or anything. We're gonna make a simple version and then we're gonna make it complicated. So everything I just said, put a pin in that. We're going back to the start of the stream. Okay, so we're gonna make this. I'm just gonna take this code and kind of show it over here for a second. Blueprint time. It is blueprint time. V time. Also, hello V time. So we need to find the fastest time. I believe the fastest time has already been found at this point in the function. It's so difficult because Lance Charleston, hello! It's really difficult because I wrote this whole thing a few months ago, and I'm like making a fork that uses part of the code, but also adds new bits of it, because the arcade mode leaderboard is exclusive to arcade mode. So, oh, good golly. This function is check global track record. So, where's my function? There it is. So I believe this is, yeah, find fastest local time. So this is another function, which basically says you've done 3 laps, find the lap that was the fastest. We're going to take that fastest lap and then add that to the leaderboard. That's what we're going to do. B-time says, I like how organized your blueprints are. How do you do the colored lines? The colored lines are automatic. You mean these things? These lines are automatic. I do try to comment as much as I can. Lance says, congrats on achieving cool ounce status. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Cheering me on. Encouraging me to wear more belts, etc. Okay. So we need to add our track time. Right? Yes, this has to be local, so we have to do it here. So we're just going to add our track time. Found arcade leaderboard entries. Now, here's our arcade mode leaderboard right here. Bye-bye. Quony, hello! Oh my gosh, 17 months, hello! Quony says last day of vacation and little streams. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so this is our actual leaderboard, which will get saved to file. This is a local cache version of it. Alrighty, cakes. So that's basically it, I believe. Well, let me see here. We're actually gonna skip. We're just gonna add. We're just gonna straight up add. We're not gonna do any of this code I just did. We're starting from scratch. At the end of every race, it's just going to add your time to the leaderboard, and that's it. That's it. Oh my good golly, gee willikers. Jonathan, thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to Roomy Minigame, Major Madness 2, Strappleberry, Shifty Games, Kami, How's that mean? Mixtape? Scampier, Mila Novich, Chilabees, Quintus the Newton, and Arimera. Thank you, everyone. Paige, hello, hello, hello. Everyone is here. Everyone is here. I'm so happy I'm back streaming, y'all. Oh my good golly. Alright, so we're just adding it to the list. We're gonna do, yeah, so we're just gonna say new record logged. We're just gonna trigger new record logged. Right, so every time, so this is a simple version. Every time we finish a track, it's gonna add it to the leaderboard. That's it, simple as. We're not gonna say, right now, we're not gonna worry about not adding it to the leaderboard if you're too slow. This leaderboard is infinitely long. My spaghetti looks like yours. Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. It is. I'm trying to be a little more organized. Back in the day, my blueprints looked awful. Awful, awful, awful. How am I doing this year? Well, it's only been 2 days, but these 2 days have been pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. They've been pretty great. No. So, you know, like, personally, anyways, you know. Is that it? I believe that's it. We're just gonna add it. If we're in arcade mode, we're just gonna add it to the list. John is dead. Also, just subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate it. V-Time says, I call my game code Spaghetti Warehouse. Warehouse 1. Okay, so now at the post-race rewards, we're going to make. So if our record is logged, our record is logged and race time lab. Hold on, chat. I'm thinking really hard. This is difficult because we're doing 2 different things with 1 piece of code. We're doing leaderboard and lap records. Lap records are for normal mode, leaderboards for arcade mode. Special stage reward screen, false. Entered lap time screen. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, Codex Straight, thank you so much for 5 tier 1 subs. Gifted 2, re-elected L, Trans Gwender, amazing. Claudia X Brains, Muck Pie, and Connie Ambershard. I appreciate it, I appreciate it. Okay, so we are establishing all the records, and then we actually enter the lap times screen, which is right here. So this will be all your laps that you did. Obviously it maxed out at 8, but you know, usually 3 by default. There are I think it was like 20 gifted subs, and we've only been streaming for 20 minutes. Not even. It's been 19. No, streaming for 20 minutes, not including the starting soon section. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so we're gonna show these times, and then this is where we start to make new content. So this is how it works. You finish a race. It goes, you know, do or whatever. It shows you the results. You know, these are all the. Oh, these are old. These are temp names, so don't worry, these get replaced. It shows the results. It shows your lap times, and if there's a new record. Yeah, those are the old names, but these are cache only. But hey, let's change it. This is just in the code, y'all. This is never player facing. But just for y'all, let's change it. Honey Zillia, thank you so much for gifting subs to MC Bone, Dragon, Lucy T, Wang Fao, and Calamity Nolan. Thank you so much. Honey Zillia says, I'm just being silly. Yes, however, other people who are watching may not be and might try to do something, so now we gotta change it. But yeah, this is only code-based facing. Like, I just need to sit down and explain to y'all. There's a lot of legally incriminating stuff in a lot of games. Like, there's just content from a From Software game in, like, you know, there's like Dark Souls content in Bloodborne's code. That's like, those are two different publishers. But like, it's never player facing, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh! John is dead gifted 10 more tier 1 subs. The Sugar Cube, Kiri, Rose Girl, Charlie Wolfie, Zile, Morning Chai, 3 Word Sisters in a Big Coat, HRBR Deluxe, most likely a witch, and Tanuki Taz. John says, I stand Lilith. Well, thank you so much. So, now, we need to make a new screen, which is the leaderboard, right? Whoa, I just leaned backwards. Okay, so we're gonna make a new canvas. Okay, so this will be 3 hyphen leaderboard. No, we need to. No. Okay, so actually, we need 2 new pages. One where you input your name, your initials, and one where it shows the leaderboard. If you get a new record, we need to input the initials first. So this will be 3. Initials input. Leaderboard initials input. MK the Instrumentalist says, totally new here, but I've seen your song around. I'm mesmerized by a little bit bun. Your rig is so impressive. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my good golly. Now Paige is gifting 10 more subs. I'm gonna, hopefully it's okay that I don't list out all the names. Y'all are being so generous. I don't want to spend the whole stream just reading names, but thank you so much. 10 more subs. That's crazy. They'll be on screen. I really appreciate it. Excuse me. I really appreciate everyone. I'm so happy that this is popping off. Okay, so this is gonna be. Okay, this will be. I haven't played enough arcade recently and made a high score record to know kind of what the screen's supposed to look like. Arcade. Do some Googling. How's my voice? Is it too low? Right, so this is kind of what we're doing right here. Right? This is a classic high score list for an arcade cabinet. My voice is great, thank you. No Hands 46, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Something like this, right? I also really like all-time greatest and today's greatest. I'll probably do like a week, like high score of the week or something. Anyways. Now I need to see what the actual input looks like. Okay, so here, yeah, just enter it. Just this just I think this is Frogger. Is it just it just says enter initials? We're gonna have a better looking. It just says enter initials. Okay. We're not gonna have a keyboard. Yeah, I've never high scored in an arcade machine before, so I don't really know what it looks like. But this just says enter initials, so. The leaderboard will be local. This is just for arcade mode, so this is going to be local to an arcade machine, or someone's PC that they're using as an arcade machine. Any person can activate arcade mode. It'll be part of the next update. Yeah, okay. What it just says enter initials. Enter initials. Yeah, so what is that? There should be like a reward screen. It should say like high score. What's my next big project? It's gonna be a another action game, another character action game. So like Bloodborne PSX, but way faster and more focused on guns. And original will be sci-fi, and you can also hop on cars and drive around, kind of like Halo, and it'll be using the Nightmare Kart handling controls. So I'm basically combining Bloodborne PSX and Nightmare Kart in one game. Right, so now we need to build an actual interface. It's called Space Gaze. Yes, it's going to be extremely queer. None of my games have been overtly queer. Arcus is you can make an argument that it's it's got queer undertones. Obviously, it has queer undertones. A queer person made it. Bloodborne PSX was a demake. Nightmare Kart was a meme game based on the demake that wasn't queer. Once again, there's queer undertones because I'm queer and I made it, but there's nothing overt. So I want my next game to be like queer as fuck. Okay, so how do we do this, chat? We're going to add a giant piece of text. We're gonna make a second canvas panel. Here. This is going to be a horizontal box. Rockman says, I spy with my void-sickened eye, an absolutely adorable bunny. That is all. Continue to be excellent. Thank you. Okay. Horizontal box. I'm gonna do two. I don't wanna. Okay, so we're gonna grab. I don't want to make a whole new asset, because that would require way more debugging. So I want to use an existing button workflow. So first we're going to add a frame. We're gonna add a horizontal box, I guess. And inside the horizontal box, whoa, no. Okay. Inside the horizontal box will be our 3 assets. The first one is the letter. But Small just got a Hypercam watermark while working in Unreal 4 in the year of our Lord 2025. Next game's Unreal 5. It's happening. Obviously, this game was made, you know, the code base for this, which was Bloodborne PSX, which I then forked off into Nightmare Kart, was made in 2021. Unreal Engine 5 wasn't a thing yet. No, at least not unstable. And I forget, it might have technically been launched, but it was pre-released anyways. So I've kind of been stuck in Unreal 4 this whole time. So, next project will be Unreal 5. I promise. We're gonna get a text block. Text, boom. This will be our single letter A. We're gonna do, it's gonna be big so we can afford the new times. Center. Center. No? There we go. And we're gonna have our image here. Arrow. Do we have any other arrows we can use? We have this triangle. What the chevron? So we can use a chevron? Nah. Laura says, I haven't played Arcus, I'm sure it's good. It's my first self-published game, it's very janky. But people seem to like the story, so it's one of those games, one of those janky but I like the story games. I think I have to use the chevron. I don't think I can afford to do crazy angles and shit. Then a little bit thicker, actually. Here. You are... Why are you so low? Center. Auto. Fill. What is wrong with you? Have I tried any other engines? I've dabbled in Unity a little bit. That's not happening anymore. I am interested in Godot, but I am kind of comfortable with Unreal Engine. Yakamimi, hello! Yakamimi says, hi bud, I'm hopping in for just a sec. Hope you're having a good new year, and I'm looking forward to Space Case. Thank you. H says, in order to talk about why I liked Arcus, I'd have to talk about the story and spoil everything, but it's good, and you should give it a shot. Shot because bows, haha, you're so funny. I'm canonically trans, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Okay, how do we get you to... Oh, I see. So y'all are gonna... That's annoying. Can you just size the content, maybe? I love widgets. Everything just makes sense. Everything just works. Where's size to content? Find it. Okay, weird. Arcus is free. All my games are free. Okay, like that. So we just need 3 of those to enter the initials. It still looks a little weird. More expensive with worse graphics. That's not. No, it's short, smaller games with worse graphics. Proverbial, thank you so much for the 18-month resub. My goodness. Okay. Do we have the background? Or do we just do it raw? I guess we can figure it out later. We don't have to worry too much about the okay, you don't have to worry too much about what the fuck was that? We don't have to worry too much about visual aesthetic. We kind of just want it to work first, and then we can focus on the visual aesthetic later. Stop it! What are you doing? Okay. So. Captain Rock says, don't have much time, I need to work, but your character is sick and your eyeliner is as well. Have a great stream doing my stuff. Thank you, I appreciate it, Captain Rock. Okay, what's the workflow? Do we have all 3 vertically? I guess so. Yeah, okay. Space Jays, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. Appreciate y'all. Oh. Gross. Okay, chat, I'm thinking... Well, it has to be on the steering wheel, so we only have access to left and right. We don't have access to up and down. So... that means... that has to be vertical. But I don't like the idea of them being arranged vertically like this. I guess, would that be okay? Would y'all be okay with this, chat? Like, I guess that makes sense. Luna says Arcus is downloading. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I guess that works. Enter. Yeah. Luna says I had no idea how long it takes to beat Arcus, but I will play it. It takes like a half hour. Sorry, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Would the letters be entered by turning the wheel? Yes. So we only have access to left and right, and then you press the pedal or whatever to activate it. So it has to be vertical. The steering wheel, and of course with the controller, you can just do it normally. Okay. Okay, so this is a good layout, I think. I want to say. Oh, whoops, I BRB'd. There we go. So now we need to make the actual functionality. Are they going to be numbers as well? High scores don't have numbers, do they? It's only letters, like in arcade mode, like. Traditionally, arcade cabinet high scores are only letters. Yeah, they're only letters. Maybe an empty space as well. Only letters and an empty space. Intelligible matters is a high PSX, but I love whatever we call tweets on Blue Sky. They're called skeets. I love my skeets. Glad you like my skeets. Okay. So, in our initial input, we're going to add a button. This button is going to be invisible. Yeah, we could theoretically just type it in, but like it's not equidistant. It is equidistant. But I like the idea. I like this better. This is a little more developed. So we're just gonna make this invisible. It will be. It'll be invisible at the end. For now, we're gonna make it visible. Since I'll leave for a bit, I'll come back later. Okay, I need to BRB myself. So I'll be right back, everyone, and we're gonna get back into doing this high score initials. So I'll be right back. Hello, chat. I'm back. Oh, I don't have my hands on. 1 second. There we go. Hello, chat. I'm back, and I have pizza. I'm back with pizza. Vegan pepperoni. Nice some soda. Life's good. Girl who's gonna be okay. Albino Icky, thank you so much for the 17-month resub. Back from my vacation. Mad Musella says hello streamer and hello pizza. What brand of pizza? Just local pizza. I live in New York, so you know, can throw a rock and it'll land within 500 feet of a pizza parlor. Okay, so family owned, I think. I don't know. It's like a local place. If you eat any pizza in New York, it's become New York pizza. Yeah, of course. Now, if you go to Philly and order a Philly cheesesteak, it's just a cheese. You just order a cheesesteak. Okay, so now we need to access this screen, right? Pizza. Oh. Wait, Miss Soul, thank you so much for a 2-month reset. I'm a bit lost. I am a bit lost. Okay. So you want to, after this, you want to get arcade mode. So if we're not in arcade mode, do the normal shit. If you are in arcade mode, and new record logged, let's promote this new variable so we can get it later. What program is this? This is Unreal Engine 4. Our next project will finally be in Unreal Engine 5. So if we're in arcade mode and a new lap record is logged, I guess arcade mode and if a new lap record is logged, true. We will go to not rewards. We're gonna go to our input initials screen. We're going to switch to this screen that we just made. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Will you be getting Wes to do the recording? Let's go, a new record. No. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we should do, like, a new record! I'm not sure yet. Okay, new lap record logged. Hold on, I'm thinking in my brain. Okie dokie. So we need to make, so show rewards. So after, Jesus Christ. Okay, so after, okay. Is this the rewards? Excuse me, holy shit, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, outfit swap. Okay, let's switch on over to pajama bunleth. We're tired now. We're EP. We're tired. Turn off the hat. Turn on the glasses. This is all self-taught. I'm self-taught. I started preemptive knowledge. I played Little Big Planet beforehand. I did a little bit of college, but that didn't really teach me much. I'm gonna be honest. It was mostly just YouTube videos back then. Okay, so we're not doing rewards. We're gonna do arcade high score initial entry, which we're gonna put right here. So C-Dub says, I'm gonna start learning how to make games myself this year. You're a big inspiration on that front, Lila. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Show highest score initials entry. There we go. Pile. My goodness, excuse me. Finally, I'm gonna get another bite of pizza. I'm eating pizza with a fork and knife, don't laugh. Mostly just because I don't want pizza hands all over my keyboard. Ow. How's volume? I'll move the mic a little bit closer. I'll see what I can do. There we go. Luna says I was enjoying Arcus and then it crashed. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Monado, thank you so much for the rate of 5. Where's the animation? There it is. Okay. Plus, Machi says you want to make games. How do you do it? Just download an engine, start messing around. Don't start with your magnum opus. Make something small first. Okay. The animation, this is the flip out in, and then 0.5, set action, active widget to this is 3. I want to go widget 3. Okay. And then we got to hold on. Let's see here. Gotta. Sorry, everyone. I'm hyper focusing. Where is the? Initial input 1 button. Okay, so we're gonna grab our button for the first initial. Boom. Set focus. No, we're going to set user. Set user focus. Yes. Okay. Get the right controller. So then we're gonna focus on the initial button. Excuse me. This is player 0. You can start with your magnum opus as Balrog character. I mean, you can do anything. Based on my experience, your first game should be like Breakout or like Escape a Maze or something. Just so that, because you want to write your foundation for the game when you actually have knowledge. The foundation of the game is the first one you make, is the first thing you make. You do not want your foundation of the game to be made when you have zero video game experience. Make a shitty game in like a month first, at the very least, with no stakes. And then once that's done and out in the world, then now that you have some actual knowledge on how, and do's and don'ts, now that you've made the mistakes and have suffered for them, suffered the consequences of those mistakes, the game's done. Who cares? It was a simple little game. Now you make the foundation for your magnum opus if you want. I would still recommend you work your way up towards it, make some bigger games that but are still smallish. But that's what I recommend. As a person who has made like 3 games now, I still haven't made my magnum opus yet. You're gonna, Firekeeper Dev says, making your magnum opus without any technical knowledge on how to make it is a recipe for burnout. Absolutely. And I did burn out. I burned out on Arcus. I had to cut 95% of Arcus to get it out the door. And that took me 4 years, and I still burned out. And so much of it was just rewriting my shitty codebase. Mr. Nose says, hey, PSX Bunleth, your usage of PSX graphics has a hand in my character and world writing. Just wanted you to know that. Oh, wanted to know you helped me. Thank you. Do you have your magnum opus in mind? Yes, I want to make a Zelda knockoff. I've always wanted to do that my entire life. Which is what Arcus was originally, but then I cut it down by 95% to get it out the door. So if I ever make, when I make a sequel to Arcus, it will be the one, it'll be the Zelda ripoff I've always wanted to make. So that's what it'll be. Which Zelda? Any of the classic ones. Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. Probably mostly Twilight Princess, but, you know, a lot of, I grew up with Ocarina of Time, so. And then, you know, Twilight Princess I played as a teenager. But yeah. That's what Arcus was originally. I mean, even playing Arcus, you can tell it's very Ocarina of Time inspired. Alright, so this is the test track that's 1 foot long. So our race result is 5 seconds. And now, theoretically, we established a new record. Hooray. Hooray for us. There we go. Here we go. So this is obviously broken, but this is good. A new record! It's not a valid local player, so I can't focus on the widget. Okay, so that's a problem. We'll fix that, though. I'm going to get rid of the snow just because it's really blinding. just for now. New record. Okay, so we're gonna be floating now. Another pizza bite. Okay, so... Plus Monkey, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. What would you reckon people start with software-wise? I couldn't tell you. I started with Unreal Engine, and it's been treating me really well. So, that's all I can tell you. So, what's the error? I need to, it's not focusing on the button correctly. What's the error? Soda. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. I forgot pressing the skip button. It has its own code. So 1 second, we need to map that in as well. The next button. Need mode. If we're in arcade mode, we need to where's our new variable? If we got a new record and we're in arcade mode, we are going to once again show high score initial entry. Okay, there we go. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. So let's try that again. Okay. So first things first, we need to fix the size of this. Well, no. First things first, actually, we need to... Player controller is not a valid local player, so it can't focus the widget. What does that mean, chat? I'm so silly. No, I know exactly what the problem is. This problem happens all the time. Okay, no, I know exactly what the problem is, chat. Because I have a giant bunny brain, and I remember what problems I've had before. Player index? Okay, so, chat. Player index is what player you are, right? So player 0 is, player 1, and and index 1 is player 2, and index 2 is player 3, and index 3 is player 4, and index -1 is AI controlled, right? So what happens when you cross the finish line? An AI takes over. So our index right now is -1. So it's currently trying to make player -1 focus on a button. That player doesn't exist. That is the problem. So actually what we have, so we've cached the index value. I forget what it's called though. AI something. Post AI possession player index cache is what we actually need to use. Welcome to my bunny mind. You're so funny, Quinny. So this should be it. See, I'm smart. I have my glasses on, so I'm smart. Okay, so this should theoretically work. Let's see. Mm-mm. Okay. Another mistake. We need to get the actual. We need to get the actual button focus. There we go. Now I think we're good. We're making progress. We're still not getting focus, but we're making progress. Soda time. Okay. Excuse me. Next up. Okay. Boom. Boom. Don't worry, it's diet soda. Don't worry. That worked? That did it, chat. Okay, so... Fuck off. So... Now we need to actually build in the functionality. Now that we're actually on the screen. Yippee! Yippee! Exactly. Okay. Alright, next up. Why is this so big? Why is it so big? Oh, I see. Okay. Let's try that. Also, it's doing auto navigation, which I don't like. I like doing it all manually, so I'm going to turn off all the auto navigation. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. So all the stop, 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 stop. How are we doing volume-wise, chat? How's the music? How's my voice? How's this Vine Boom? Is that Vine Boom too loud? Let me know. How loud's the Vine Boom? Is the Vine Boom too loud? It's all good? Okay. Vine Booms sound excellent. Thank you, Quinny. Wow, 2 seconds. That's a new record. Why are you navigating? What the frick? Wait, where am I? I'm not at my parents' house anymore. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, shut up, dog. You're literally just a puppy. Why are you still auto-navigating? What's going on here? When he says, I swear in front of my parents, they think, well, we had, like, nieces and nephews living with us, so I didn't want to start spouting obscenities and slurs that I'm allowed to say in front of the children. How are you still navigating? I told you to stop. Stop. Why aren't you stopping? Okay. Chat, I'm thinking. Why isn't this working? Interesting. Nope. Well, let's just start building the functionality. Hopefully things will just start working magically. Probably not, but whatever. Sure, everything's named correctly. How do we do this? Get text. My thinking face. Let's see. Okay. I don't want to promote any more variables. Is this one of the pre-installed fonts? Yes. Oh, no, actually, no. It's just Times New Roman. The "You Died" text in Bloodborne is just Times New Roman. I don't know if you know that or not. R-X-T-U-B-W-X. Hey. Y. Hey. And Z. I. J. A. L. M. N. O. E. Q. R. R. S. P. U. B. W. X. Y. And Z. Pat, what's your favorite letter? Q, X. Cool, cool.
X? We got you on Mustache Chat.
Stop it. Stop it! Don't make fun of my followers. Don't insult my followers like that. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is this is kind of annoying, but I mean, if you're building a keyboard, you kind of do have to do something like this at some point. And it should probably be easier if I actually made a variable, but I don't want to. I think that'll clutter it up too much. So basically, I'm just saying, when you press right, it'll check the current text. If the text is A, set it to B. If the text is B, set it to C. If the text is C, set it to D. Right? So we're just gonna do the whole alphabet. Which is not even that much. Lowercase sigma? That's not a letter. Letter in the English alphabet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got halberd lesbians for letters. Sorry, I don't mean to be mean. Is G the worst letter? I don't think so. Letter tier list? Oh my god. No, I don't think I could do that.
Wait, yeah.
No, this is gonna.
Tiers. There's A tier, and then there's.
No, this is gonna. I need to finish my stream soon, actually. So I don't want to just be distracted from the actual stream any more than I should. This is a full stream. This is gonna be like a 4, 8 hour, 6 hour stream or whatever. Maybe we'd do a letter tier list. That would be really funny. Sorry, Latin alphabet. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about. No need to be a pedant. Pedants in chat. Watch out, everyone. Pedants in chat. To be cases, actually, English was correct since Latin does not differentiate U and V and did not have a W. Whoa! Get
their ass!
Get the ass! Get out pedanted, motherfucker! Okay. LMNO. So funny. Chat, thank you for being so entertaining. E. Q. I feel like Q is the first letter that is like the end of the alphabet. You know what I mean? Like LMNOP, that part, which you have to say really fast, is like the middle. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, I feel like are at the start. LMNOP is the middle. No, H, I, J, K, LMNOP is the middle. And then as soon as you hit Q, my brain's like, oh, right, we're near the end of the alphabet. R. What other fun facts? I feel like S should have been earlier in the alphabet. S feels like an early in the alphabet letter.
S is one of the best letters, and it's there to reward you for getting through the rest of the alphabet.
S, it's not endgame.
It's endgame.
If someone, I can't, not right now, but if like an hour ago someone approached me and was like, real quick, without thinking, how far in the alphabet is S? I would say like at the start. Q, R, S. Well, what happened? R. O. L, M, N, O, P, Q, Q, R S T U. Non-Perel, thank you so much for the subscription. B W W X Y Z. X Y Z, and then when you press right, while on Z, it'll cycle you back to A. That's how we go back home. There we go. Wowzers. You should be right before Z because it's another of those freaky ass letters, says Cooney. If you get Q and Scrabble, you're fucked. Q, I think Q is the final boss of letters for sure. Quony. Of course you'd say that, Quony. Your name starts with a Q. Did I watch Squid Game? I watched the first one. It was okay. It was pretty good. It's kind of fascinating watching it get completely absorbed into capitalism, as capitalism is known to do. That's something I'm gonna have to struggle with for my next project. I guess that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't sell my games. The only way to win is to not participate, you know? You know, you make anti-capitalist art and then you gotta sell it. And like, sure, I'm not gonna criticize anyone for doing that. But capitalism is known to take anti-capitalist art and just churn it up, eat it up, and spit it back out as a sanitized version of itself. Fun fact, girl power was actually a punk phrase coined by a bunch of punks in the 80s, I believe. And like, you just, you know, it's got completely chewed up and sanitized. The term girl power is like a freaking Barbie term now. But that used to be an actual, like, punk movement, girl power, punk feminism, and it just got completely sanitized. More like crapitalism. You're so funny, C-dubs. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we gotta do left, so now let's do it all backwards. I like the term punk feminism. It has a good ring to it. I mean, it's a real thing. That's definitely, punk feminism is absolutely a real thing. C-Dub says, "Dear Diary, I got called funny today. This should sustain me for another 6 months." Happy to help, C-Dubs. When he says, "I saw Paige reskeet the term weapon wifester," and I think it's my favorite term now. Tell me more about this weapon wifester. Decrement initials. So now, you gotta do backwards. You can't unpublic. Oh, okay. So A would be Z. If we're B, we're A. Then E, C, E, E, F, G, H, I, J, A, L, M, N, O, E, Q, R, S, E, U, V, W, X, and Y. There we go. Perfect. And Z was at the start. Alright, let's see if this works. That works. Okay. Cool. Okay, and then if we press down on the button, we're going to highlight custom, highlight initials 2, or select initials 2. Ah, excuse me. My goodness. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Cool. Okay. Excuse me. So next up is. Okay. Who cares? Who cares? Balrog says, "Do you know anyone? Do you or anyone know in chat know about N64 graphic stuff? Not my forte. I like my pixels raw and unfiltered." And then if we're on the second initial, what is this music? This is from Little Big Planet 1. Okay, so if we press up on initial 2, you go back to initial 1. Simple, straightforward stuff. See it devs that said the texture should all be 64 by 64. That's not true. Textures can range from... You can have 64 by 128 with some color limitations. You can go down to 32 by 32 or 16 by 16. 64 by 64 I think is the max texture size. That doesn't come with any color restrictions, but I think if you go to 128, you can do like black and white or like 8-bit color. I don't remember. I did do a tiny bit of Ocarina of Time modeling. I'm talking about Nintendo 64 Vector, because I did a bit of Ocarina of Time modeling for sure. Now I need to do, okay, so if we press down on initials 2, we're going to select initials 3. Yes, okay. Goodness, excuse me. Go. Then if we press up on initials 3, that will be selecting initials 2. And then if we press... Okay, no, that's good. What do I like about low poly graphics? I just like the retro feel. I don't know. I also like the workflow. It's simpler. And I like how it forces you to emphasize and de-emphasize certain details. You know, you can't, like, there's a minimum size for everything, you know? Like, so you're really forced to really decide what details to include and to exclude. What details should be modeled, what details should just be textured. Just like, you know, kind of like pixel art. Same kind of concept, right? Okay. So if we press left, we will decrement initials 2. If we press right, we'll increment initials 2. Realistic graphics take so much longer. Yeah, and they're just more boring. And in my opinion, that's an opinion you don't have to agree with. That's what I feel, in my personal opinion. Okay. That's wrong. As we have the wrong... Here. Boom. Yeah, it's not even really realistic either. Like, I don't know if this is real or not. I have not corroborated this, but I'm under the impression, what was that game called? The pirate ship game that's multiplayer by Rare. What's that game called? Sea of Thieves. Thank you, Maya. Sea of Thieves is stylized but incredibly detailed, and if I'm not mistaken, that game took so long to come out and went through, it had a bunch of like development problems because they had to spend so much development on the art style because it was so detailed. So it's less like low poly or realistic and more just, you know, low detailed or high detailed. There we go. Okay. Yeah, W is a bit wide. But even stylized games can fall into the pit of, you know, taking too much development time away from it. Okay. Or, you know, yeah, being a pit of development time and resources. Now let's do initials 3. Oops, not 23. Well, he says if you want to look at someone's face in super detail, then why don't you try kissing girls game developers? Damn. Got my ass. Got my ass.
Oh my god!
Got my ass. Puppy, come here. Mwah. Got your ass, Quinny. Okay. Let's see here. Quad air horn. Was the air horn from COD MLG? Angie Femby says, it's the Yag Bunny. Been a while since I caught a stream. Well, it's been a while since I streamed, so you're in luck. Let's see here. I'm so silly. I forgot to plug in the functions. Video says the only other time I've caught a stream is the last time I streamed. Oh, well, awesome. I loved MLG memes. MLG memes was one of my favorite eras. I made one. I don't think I ever uploaded it, but I did an MLG edit of the ending of the video game Journey, which I thought was funny at the time. I have no idea what happened to that video. I'm sure if I watched it now, it wouldn't be funny, but like, I thought it was funny. And I didn't post it because it was spoilers. I wonder where that video is. Was that on this PC? That might have been on my last PC. But I transferred the D drive. Whatever. It sounds funny because Journey is a chill game. Exactly. That's the humor. You know, it's the same thing as Bloodborne Kart. It's funny because it doesn't fit. And that's the humor. I guess that's my favorite kind of humor, at least when it comes to the high effort shitposts, like Nightmare Kart, or at least what Nightmare Kart was originally. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's try it. It doesn't play the okay noise when we hit it. Anyways. So now, what would my initials be? I guess it'd be Bun. Would it be Bun or Lil? Would it be Bun or Lil? Nightmare Kart is Peem. Thank you, Vio. Lit. It used to be like LWM or whatever. Or I guess it would be my actual initials, which would be LSM. I guess it'd be Bun. Lil. Yeah, it would be Lil. Or it'd be Bun. Bun for Bunny. Bun. Okay, one more thing. Because we're pressing up and down on the D-pad to select these, in arcade, on the arcade cabinet, you don't have up and down. So, you only have left and right, and, you know, gas pedal. So what we're gonna do is, if you select the button, come on. Okay, we need to listen to some new music. What are we listening to next? Let's do West Shore. Just do the classic West Shore. My top video of 2024. I got my 2024 wrapped, and it was like your top videos West Shore, which I think is really funny. Okay. Identity Crisis Live. Thank you, V-Time. Thank you. Oh, wait. We need to do a gap, a space. I need to implement that. Okay, but let's do this first. So if you press the gas pedal, or A, face button bottom, or press the enter key on the initial, it'll just increment to the next one and play like a shink noise or whatever. So can we just throw this in here? Oof, got my code open. So we're at like 10 FPS. Cool. Okay. Then we're gonna play. Actually, let's disable the highlight button because it did play the little like highlight sound. So we're gonna disable highlight sound on all these buttons. Also, yeah, it isn't playing the OK sound effect when we press this next button on the previous screen. Why is that happening? Let us take a look. Ah, here we go. It's not plugged in, that's why. Cursor, okay. Oh wait, what's the equip button? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna mute the music for a second. Hmm. Where is the equip sound? Should be gunshots, that'd be fun. Where's the equip sound? Most sound effects should be gunshots? I guess I'm wrong. It's not good. Is it called? Hmm. Is that Foley? Foley machinery? Hmm. I guess we'll just do cursor okay then. We'll do, okay, okay, this will work. Will it though? Ugh. We turn music back on. Footstep noise, gunshots. Menu sounds, gunshots. Gunshots tonight, Queen? Gunshots? Gunshots tonight? Yeah. Is the sample rate on those effects 11 kilohertz? Okay, spray. The sample rate is very low. Why is Audacity taking forever to open? Oh, is Audacity just not? Oh, okay. Guess Audacity didn't want to open. The bit rate is 128 kilobits per second. Yeah. Anyways, back to work. It's fine. Don't care. Okay. Okay. I think everything's plugged in now. Let's give it a shot. Okay, yeah. So obviously we don't have the confirmation yet, but we do have the selection interface. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think that's all. That's going to be it for today. This is actually a really good place to stop working. So when I work on it again, we'll be at a nice. We'll just work on the next screen. You know. So there's two screens we need to add to this arcade mode. So Maya, thank you so much for the Prime sub. So I think yeah, after this is just we just do the next screen. So we've done one of two screens. So I think this is the perfect place to stop because the next thing I need to program is hitting the next button down there, which will then move us to the next screen. Which will I think that should be another stream. So I think that'll be it for today. We did none of the high score stuff, the leaderboard stuff. We just did the high score initials. But yeah, actually, before we end the stream, I want to turn the buttons off, the visuals, because they're really annoying and in the way. Let's do render opacity to 0. Oh, I need to add a space as well. Let me do that. But let's see how this looks. This should look a little more final now that the buttons are hidden. Oh, we need a highlight. Okay. Yeah, because now I have no idea what's being highlighted. Also, we need to make the frame darker. The actual background image. So let's make that the darker frame. Okay. Then no, this is perfect because we need to add the highlight functionality and we need to add space. That'll be enough to actually finish the stream. I was gonna finishing it at the end of the hour. We're only at 5:18, so this is good. This is good. 1 second, I need to check my bottle, make sure there's no fires that I need to put out. Okie pokey. So we need to add a highlight. Right, so it's just a classic. We have the highlight texture right here. Kingsfield music, yeah. Okay, so this will be very simple. This will be very, very simple. We're just gonna grab input 1 button, input 2 button, input 3 button. Get button focus. Is there a has focus? Does this work? I don't think I've ever used this node before, so I'm actually gonna test this first before I build the entire functionality. AI post-possession, player index cache. But let's just try first button. So if the player is currently focused, like on the top button, we're going to change the background texture to be the highlight frame. Oop. And if you don't have focus, then it's just gonna be frame trend, just the normal texture. Let's try that. Icon has focus. That's a callback. What? It's working, but why isn't it yellow? What's going on here? Okay, so let us... Like, look, these buttons. Hold on. So if you look at the game, the next button on the bottom, you can see it on the bottom of the screen. See how it's bright yellow? That's because it has that same exact texture over it. Okay, no, okay, it's working. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. We got the yellow. We got the yellow. We're good. We got the fucking highlight yellow. We're fucking good. Cool. For some reason, the yellow wasn't showing up earlier. I think it was because I put it in the background instead of the foreground. That was probably it. Okay, now I do the exact same thing. Okay, so let's just name these correctly. So... okay. I'm just gonna copy pasta this. Let's fucking go with yellow. Y'all are so funny. Okay, highlighter 1, highlighter 2, initial input button 2, and initial input button 3. And where are our highlighters? Alright, initial button 1, initials, button 1 highlighter, initials button 2 highlighter, and initials button 3 highlighter. Okay. Let's see how this looks. There we go. There we go. Now, chat, do you want to go the extra mile and have these left and right arrows actually move when you activate it? I think that'd be fun. And we have some extra time, so we might as well. And that's what happens in other widgets and other UI menus in the game. So I think I want to do that. And also, yeah, so if we press, so if I don't have up and down, I press left and right, and then I press A, it'll move to the next one. So that's how you would select it with the arcade machine. You would press left and right with the, with the steering wheel, and then you'd press the gas pedal to select. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna have to make a bunch of animations. I'm gonna have to make 6 animations for this. So initials 1, increments. Initial 1 decrement. Initial 2 increment. Initial 2 decrement. Is that how you say that? Initial 3 increment and initial 3. Is that how you pronounce that? Decrement? I've never said it out loud. Okay. So initial 1 increments. R. We will do translation. Like that. Boop, 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 boop. Maybe we'll do a little more. Well, let's see how it looks. Okay, initial 1 decrement. Okay, so let's plug that animation in. So we're gonna grab, where are my animations? Let's see here. Where are my animations? Here we go. So initials 1 increments. Play. Play animation. Alright, let's see how that looks. Oh. Yeah, that's fun. That looks good. I should probably make the buttons a little bit wider so the arrows don't hit the border of the screen. But like that looks pretty good. I like that a lot actually. Let's see how that looks now. Yeah, a little more room to breathe in these buttons. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's plug in all the other animations now that we know it works and it looks good. Okay. Okay. Decrement. Okay. Initial 3 increments. Initial 3 decrement. Let's get all those animations plugged in. Okay. Initial decrement initials 3. Oh. There. Increment initials 3. Decrement initials 2. And increment initials 2. I think we're good. Oh, these are backwards. Yeah, these are backwards, and the arrow, the right arrow on the second initials button is further to the right than the other two. That's upsetting me. Okay. Why? Because I have it plugged in backwards. There I go. I forgot to... set it back to 0. Okay. There we go. I think we're good now. Also, the W is clipping into the arrow, so let's make these even wider a tiny bit. We're at 250, so let's do 270. Okay. There we go. That looks a lot better. Still plugged in backwards. Why are they plugged in backwards? Hold on, Chad. Something's wrong. Something's wrong here. Yeah, these are just plugged in backwards. I'm pressing left right now, and it's incrementing. Okay, I get that. Let's see where it's plugged in. Hopefully that's a quick fix. It should be here. Yes, I made left increment and then pressing right decrement, so I do just have this plugged in backwards. So decrement initials 2, increment initials 2. That should be it. And then we still need to add the empty space as a letter. Or like an underscore, it would be an empty space. It would be a space bar. Okay. Oh, the Q leaves the button. That's annoying. Do I care enough? I guess I don't. Oh, that's so annoying though. Oh, good golly, Chibillikers, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. But not disgusting enough to fix. Alright, so what's next? Spacebar. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of annoying. Q really thinking outside the box? See what I mean? Q is the final boss. Q sucks. Fight me. Okay. So we need to do space. Excuse me. Pepsi Max says, I was shocked when you said Q was disgusting. I was expecting something nice because I like it. Well, I don't. So cope. Okay. So if we're at Z, we actually, instead of going to A, we select space. And if we're space, Alejandro, thank you so much for the 60 bits. Okay. You select A. Space. And if you go down from A, you go to space. And then if you go down from Z, if you're at space, you go to Z. I think that's correct. We'll see how this works, how this looks. Space. And then it broke. Great. I don't think space is gonna work, chat. I don't think you can have an empty space in a named variable. So instead of spending like hours debugging this shit, I'm just gonna not have space be a selectable character. This is just a bonus thing. It's not the end of the world if we don't have it. Okay, so I think this is it. I think this will be the end of our stream. This is a perfect we just hit 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes. So. Can you put in a PNG? No. It's only support for text right now. So yeah, this is going pretty good. You know, people would just put in an empty name. You're right, and we don't want that. But yeah, okay, I guess that'll be it for today's stream, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me just make this a bun. So yeah, for those who are new or for those who don't remember, I just want to refresher. I stream every Sunday, and I try to stream, not next Sunday though, because I need to go check out the arcade cabinet production, because they're only really open on Sundays. So because of that, I'm going to be trying to stream on other days. We'll see, whenever I have time. So I will see you all on the next stream. So I'll see ya. Bye bye.